What's up, pinheads? Welcome back to Psychopinion, the show that explores what goes bump in the night. Tonight, we're diving into something horror has been experimenting with more and more, turning movies into TV shows. Now, sometimes that gives us some deeper characters, some expanded lore, and more time to build up tension. But other times, it completely falls apart. So this is part one, the best horror movie to TV adaptations. The ones that didn't just survive the jump to TV, they actually thrive. Number one on this list is Ash vs. Evil Dead 2015. This is based on the Evil Dead trilogy, starring Bruce Campbell, where you can watch this as Stars and Prime. What it's about? It's set 30 years after the original films. Ash Williams is older, but definitely not wiser. Still working a dead-end job, still avoiding responsibility, until he accidentally unleashes deadites again and is forced back into the fight. He teams up with new characters while dealing with his past and a whole lot of blood. Scores on this movie, Rotten Tomatoes has 99% from critics and 95% from audience. IMDb is a big 8.4. Why this works? It's perfect continuation, not a reboot. It keeps the insane tone, the gore, humor, and chaos. It expands the world without changing it. This is the gold standard. It understands exactly what made the original great and doubles down on it. Second one on our list tonight is going to be Chucky. This one is fairly new, 2021 to 2024. It's based on the Child's Play franchise. The creator is Don Mancini, and where to watch this one is Peacock and Sci-Fi. What this one is about, the story follows a bullied teenager named Jake. What a great name. Who finds a vintage good guy doll at a yard sale. And yeah, it's Chucky. From there, the show weaves together multiple timelines and characters from the films, exploring Chucky's past while he manipulates, kills, and spreads chaos in a small town. The scores on this one, Rotten Tomatoes has a 89%. IMDb, big 7.3. This works because it's the same creator, so it's a consistent vision. It continues the entire movie timeline, and it mixes horror, humor, and surprisingly emotional storyline. This is for fans. It rewards you for knowing the franchise and expands it in a meaningful way. The next one is one of our very own Steve's favorites. This one is Hannibal. This one was a little while ago, 2013 to 2015. It's based on the Silence of the Lambs characters, starring Mads Mikkelsen and Hugh Dancy. You can watch this one on Prime. The show focuses on FBI profiler Will Graham, who has a unique ability to empathize with killers, and his relationship with a psychiatrist, Dr. Hannibal Lecter, who is secretly a killer himself. That is, I'm sorry, spoiler alert, we didn't know that. As the series progresses, their relationship becomes a psychological chess match filled with manipulation, obsession, and control. Scores on this one are huge. We've got Rotten Tomatoes at 98% and IMDb at a big 8.5. This one works because it's deep psychological storytelling. It's visually stunning, almost artistic horror, and it's one of the best portrayals of a villain ever. This isn't just horror, it's elevated, cerebral horror. I know that Steve has told me that he believes that Mads Mikkelsen is right up there with Anthony Hopkins as far as who the best Hannibal is. Check it out and see if you agree. If you agree, please comment. The next one on our list tonight is Bates Motel. This is one of my personal favorites. I really enjoyed this. I've always been a huge fan of Psycho. I've mentioned that on the show before. Which is exactly what this one is based on, is the Psycho franchise. Starring Freddie Highmore and Vera Farmiga. Where you can watch this one is Prime and Peacock. This one is a modern prequel that follows Norman Bates as a teenager, living with his mother, Norma, after relocating to a small town. The show explores their toxic, codependent relationship while slowly showing Norman's descent into the mindset we recognize from Psycho. Scores on this one, Rotten Tomatoes, up to 100% in the later seasons. IMDb, 8.1. I think this one is really interesting and fascinating if you're into Psycho. This is a modern take. It's pretty cool, actually. It works because it's got strong performances, especially Vera Farmiga. She is fantastic. You've seen her in the Conjuring series. She's just a phenomenal actress, great in horror. It's slow, psychological, unraveling. It builds tension instead of rushing it. The transformation is the horror. Watching Norman Bates become Norman Bates is the real fear. Next on the list, we have The Exorcist from 2016 to 2018. The show follows two priests investigating a family experiencing demonic possession. First, it feels like a standalone story, but as it unfolds, it reveals a direct connection to the original 1973 film. tying into its legacy in a big way. Rotten Tomatoes gave this one a 79%. Season 2, well, that was for season 1. Season 2 was 100%. IMDb gave it a big old 8. This works because it takes possession seriously. It builds tension gradually and expands the mythology of demonic influence. It doesn't replace the original, but it does respect it. Lastly, on this list of the movies that work as TV shows is It, Welcome to Derry. This one is very, very recent, and we're still watching this one as it goes. We're 2025 and on. We're going to be seeing the second season. So we're stuck right in the middle of this one yet. So I'm coming from a perspective of what's going on right now, and I hope that it doesn't bomb because then this will age like milk. What this one's about is it's set decades before the recent It films. The series explores the town of Derry and the recurring cycles of violence tied to Pennywise. Instead of focusing on one group of kids, the show digs into the town's history, showing how the evil has always been there. Rotten Tomatoes so far has got this at 80% with the critics and 82% with the audience. This works because it expands the mythology, gives more depth to Pennywise, and focuses on the town as much as the monster. This is lore-heavy horror done right. Continue watching and we'll see if this one stands the test of time. These shows all have one thing in common. They understand the source material, they don't replace it, they build on it. If you have different opinions on this, or if you agree or disagree, or if there's one that you feel like I missed, one that you would like to add, or maybe one that you disagree with and think is a piece of shit, go ahead and comment below. Please like the video, and if you are new here and you haven't done it previously, please subscribe. All those things help the channel out greatly, and we're trying to grow. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon.